everyone, this is Brad with Organo-Lawn, and today we're going to be talking about clover in a lawn and how to get rid of it without using chemicals. White clover is the most common form of clover that grows in a lawn. It is a perennial legume with either white or pink flowers. Some people consider clover to be a weed, and many others consider clover to be a beneficial plant. Clover can be beneficial because it takes atmospheric nitrogen out of the air and moves it into the soil. Clover is an indicator weed, which means the presence of this plant tells us information about the soil without performing any soil testing. Clover's job in Mother Nature is to help sustain soils that are lacking in nitrogen. Areas of the lawn where clover is growing tells us the soil is nitrogen deficient. Using this information, we can address the presence of clover by improving the soil health. You may be thinking, this cannot be the case because I fertilize my lawn frequently, so there's no way that my soil is lacking in nitrogen. A very common mistake I see people make all the time is they severely overwater their lawn. And overwatering flushes the nutrients from the soil. Overwatering is worse, especially when using synthetic fertilizers. The reason being is they are usually comprised of water-soluble forms of nitrogen, like urea or ammonium sulfate. So anytime we see clover in a lawn and the customer wants to get rid of it, we recommend two things. First, we recommend a sprinkler audit so we can verify that the lawn is being watered via the 1-2-3-2-1 lawn watering technique. This technique establishes deep and infrequent watering, which is the ideal way to water both lawns and trees. Secondly, we address the nitrogen imbalance in the soil by using high-quality organic fertilizers. Organic fertilizers are superior at controlling clover compared to chemical fertilizers. This is because the nitrogen is insoluble, which means it will not wash away with water. To rebuild nitrogen levels in lawns, we use Synergy with corn gluten meal, which is an incredible, all-organic, slow-release fertilizer. Addressing the lawn watering and rebuilding the soil can fix a clover problem, but it might take a year or two to get rid of all the clover in the lawn. Most people want visual results that happen quicker than 1 to 2 years. To accomplish this, we use a product called One Earth Weed Control, which will kill the weeds and rebuild the soil at the same time. However, there's one little problem with killing clover. Clover has a protective feature on the leaf that doesn't allow liquids to stick to the foliage very easily. To combat this, we use a special nozzle that applies the product in a very fine mist, which tends to stick to the foliage better. The other thing that we have found when treating clover is that back-to-back applications get higher control rates. After completing the first application of One Earth Weed Control, we then will return 7 to 10 days later to apply the product again. Hopefully, you don't have clover growing in your lawn, but if you do, start by changing the lawn watering and follow the 1-2-3-2-1 technique. Then use One Earth Weed Control to kill the clover that is currently growing and continue to improve the soil's nitrogen imbalance by using only high-quality organic fertilizers. To learn more about One Earth Weed Control or the 1-2-3-2-1 lawn watering technique, please visit Organo-Lawn.com.